This is for Year 12 further maths. We can look at the 2017 checkpoint questions. So, 15,000 invested for 12 months. For the first 6 months, the interest rate is 6.1% compounding monthly. After 6 months, the interest rate is 6.25% compounding monthly. Calculate the total of interest earned. So, this is a compound interest problem, okay? So, we're not adding payments, we're not taking payments, we're purely putting money into the account and we're earning interest from the bank. But except the problem is we've got two different interest rates for two different periods, okay? So it's a compound interest problem. We can do this on Finance Solver, okay? Finance Solver, probably easiest. Okay, so let's go to our CAS. Go to our CAS here. Alright, I'm going to put in 6 months because one interest rate only applies for 6 months. So it's 6.1%. The principal value is 15,000. Now, is it positive or negative? It's invested, so it's negative. My payment is 0. So for compound interest problems, compound interest only problems, your payment 0. Your final value we're trying to calculate, your P1, CY are 12 because it's monthly. So my final value is this after 6 months. So we want to find, if this is the amount after 6 months, what happens, after another 6 months. So what happens after another 6 months, we're going to find out. So we're going to put this up here. It's still negative. It's like assuming you're going to reinvest this in another, with another interest rate. So we're going to reinvest this in another interest rate. We know the new interest rate, it's still, so the next period is still 6 months, so for another 6 months, but the interest rate is now 6.25, and my payment's still 0. I'm trying to find the final value. So we get 15952.91. Okay, so this is the amount I get overall. Okay, this is my ending amount. This is my final value after the 12 months. So to calculate the interest, you just subtract the principal value, which is 15,000, and I get 952.9 or 953. So the answer should be D. So it's like sort of like a financial change question, except for a simple compound interest problem. Remember, with compound interest problems, your payment's 0, and you can work out the rest. So 953 is the answer. Question D. Initial rate of pay for a job is $10 per hour. A worker's skill increases the longer she works this job, but as a result, the hourly pay increases after each month working. The hourly rate after end is given by this recurrence relation, okay? The maximum hourly rate, okay, this is to do with the hourly rate the worker can earn is closest to. So if we go here, I'm going to plug this into sequences because it's probably easier. So I'm going to reuse like what we have, except we just change the numbers. 0.2 SN plus 15 plus 15, and your starting value is 10. I'm going to generate. We're assuming, can you see that part of it's going down because it's 0.2 times SN? So that's decreasing whatever you have, but the plus 15 increases it. So you got a tug of war between the two. Let's see what happens in the long term. That's what it's asking you. We can see over time our pay actually increases, okay, which makes sense, okay, because as you get more skilled, you get paid more. However, realistically, there should be a cap. So what happens? Let's see what happens. So let's keep going. Can you see that I seem to reach a cap of 1875? So over time, I can't get above 1875. So this must be my my cap. So I can't get higher than 1875, which makes sense because if workers' wage keeps rising forever, then business will be out of business. Okay, so at the start you might get paid a very little sum, but over time you're going to get paid more, but there reaches a limit. So 18.75 is the limit. Hopefully that helps to answer your questions.